Hey friends, just a heads up. In this show, we touch on mental health and some other heavier topics. Nothing too intense, but we want you to take care of yourself and those who may be listening with you. Also, all opinions are our own and not affiliated with 21 Pilots in any way. Listen with care, and thanks for being here.
You look like a Super Mario Brother Nintendo character with the head movements over there to the music.
No, I can't help it. It's so catchy.
It sounds like the fire level at the end, right? With the fire things
Yeah. Yes, you're right. Wow, that just took me back.
Anyway, welcome back to Super Mario Talk.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It's Clique Bait. Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. We're back.
We're back. This is no longer Clique Bait on the iPhone or whatever we did. Hey, but we got some listeners on those episodes, so it must not have sounded too bad.
No.
Speaking of sound, it's a million degrees here where we're at, and so you're going to hear the air conditioner. Sorry.
Yeah, and I have to apologize. What is this, the fourth episode now that I've been sick in some way?
Yeah, we've got some kind of...
So something's going on, but I'm not stuffy, so at least I won't sound weird like that. But
well, not yet. Last episode you
raspy.
got stuffy as we went on.
That's true. That's a really good point. So hopefully it remains that way. I'm sorry that my voice is a little raspy. I don't know.
I think it sounds hot.
A little sexy, I
sounds
guess.
hot in the cans.
But anyway, so I apologize. I'm trying to get back to my fighting shape for you, but yeah, it's a long road.
Well, and my voice doesn't sound good to begin with. But I'm also sick, so I have a cough, so you might hear me doing the old and the here and there. But,
how about we just don't do that?
I'll do my best.
Microphone?
I'll do my best to edit it out. But
Cool.
If you hear it, you hear it. It is what it is. As we've said before, we're not professional broadcasters here.
No.
Our numbers, however, would say different.
Really?
We did not advertise this to any of our family or friends.
No.
We've been very limited.
We don't personally know any of you.
Right. We've been very limited in some of the groups we are posting on or whatever, and just kind of keeping it low key. And we're through 6 full length episodes, I think, and we have 600 total downloads.
That's pretty good.
It is cool because we've done this podcasting thing before and it hasn't been that great compared to this. So this is good. So thanks for listening, everyone. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Appreciate
our
it.
socials are doing pretty well too. I'm pretty pleased. I was just told by Instagram that in a 30-day period, we got 76.5 thousand views.
Whoa.
Which is a little crazy. So that's kind of cool. And then our TikTok, we have over 300 followers now. Woo. Big time.
Yes, influencer status, man. We're getting there. But listen, if you haven't found us there yet, it's at Clique Bait
_pod.
Correct. And go find us, follow, do all the things you're supposed to do on the social media. We're on X too, yes? No?
Yeah, I'm not really...
I don't get X.
I don't understand it. I'm not really active on it. It's mostly there for following purposes. But we're there if you want to say hi.
Yeah. Follow us there. Maybe if we get more followers there, we will post there
yes.
as well.
Sure.
All right, well, that's enough of that.
Yep.
As we stated, we're back. Hopefully this sounds better than the previous 2 episodes, but whatever, we made it work for you, and we appreciate you listening to those.
And we're not in a bathroom this time.
We're not in a bathroom.
No.
Or in our stateroom or whatever we were last time, yeah. We're here in the podcast studio, also known as our living room. So anyway, let's get into it, shall we?
All right, let's do it. Updates. Blurryface is very quiet.
Shh. Is it like...
why are you saying shh?
Is it like Beetlejuice? If we say his name, he's going to appear.
Oh,
maybe that's why no one's really talking about it.
I don't know. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But yeah, he's been, I'm not gonna say uncharacteristically, because it is actually quite characteristic of him to be quiet now.
I'm a little confused because the album was mentioned as coming out on September 5th. Well, it was said to be in September, right?
September, yeah.
They released the contract as a single. And a lot of people have been saying it doesn't really sound like an opener or an album opener or a tour opener or whatever. So is it track 1? Who knows? I find it weird because the music platforms usually, when you announce an album, and then drop a song. They put the album in the soon to be released or whatever, and they give you a track list, and they tell you, like, oh, singles will be released as they go, but they released the contract and then it's been radio silence.
Right. So based on the leaked Urban Outfitters track list that still has never been confirmed, it is number 1 on the track list.
That's fine, but I think that other than Level of Concern and Doubt demo, this was released as the contract single.
Right.
I'm not saying it's not going to be on the album, but those other songs I mentioned are not on the album.
Right.
The Craving single edition, not on the album.
This is true.
So I'm a little
which is a
perplexed.
crying shame. I do say that's my favorite version.
Yeah, I agreed. Don't tell Jenna or Tyler that, but yeah, it is good.
It's just so peppy.
Yeah, it's got Josh in it a lot.
Oh, it does.
Which we like.
We like Josh. All right. So tour tickets. Tour tickets went on sale, of course, while we were on the cruise and had no internet connection, which was fun, to say the least. Our experience, we were in Pompeii trying to get our phones to work and yelling at each other because we were so stressed out. Ooh, boom.
Nice.
Pun intended. Anyway. But we ultimately were able to get pit tickets for a show that I am very scared is going to get canceled because it is not selling well. So if you're out there and don't have tickets yet, come join us in Maine.
Bangor, Maine. It's a destination.
It's not doing well.
Not really.
So I'm worried they're going to cancel it. Anyway, and then we scored tickets for Connecticut as well. Not where we wanted to be, but we're hoping maybe we can finagle something. But
I was driving home today and had a theory about the Bangor lack of sales. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
So I think it's on October 1st, right? That one's on October 1st.
I believe. Yeah.
Anyway, it can be quite cold in Maine in October 1st, that far up.
But how fun is that? We all get to wear our red beanies and
listen,
it works.
As
We're not sweating to
attendees
death.
at
Yeah.
the
Thank
hockey
you.
game concert,
Right? The concert,
it can't
hockey
be
game.
colder than that. I'm just saying, I think people that are not New Englanders might be a little scared to travel to that one because
But
what
I'm
if it
not
rains?
sure
What if
you're
it
not
snows?
a New Englander, why would you go all the way up to Maine?
Well, we've seen this fan base go all over the world.
That's true.
To see
We've
shows.
gone all over the world.
Well,
not the world.
Not quite
you know
yet,
what I mean.
but
country.
that's my theory. I think that maybe because people might be a little afraid of weather, it could possibly be snowing at that point, which would have effects on the concert anyway. So maybe they're holding off and are going to buy late. That's my hope anyway.
I don't know about snowing that early. That's really early.
Bangor's really far up there.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, our experience was a little crazy. I did not get to sign up for the pre-sale because I'm stupid and lazy. And I forgot, to be honest. Trying to plan a whole family trip to a completely different country was
Humble brag.
very stressful, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
So I just completely let it slip through my fingers. So we had to be the general sale people. And we were like 6 hours ahead. So we're like doing the math in our heads, like what's the right time? And
We're in the middle of Pompeii ruins.
yeah.
Not a great cell signal there, as you can imagine.
Yeah, no cell signal. It was fun. But we managed to get tickets. So
We did it.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Hopefully have 2 shows to go to. If one doesn't get canceled, please God.
Well, maybe we'll just jump on another one. Who
Yeah,
knows?
maybe we'll try to find another one to go to if we can.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to mention with these ticket situations, don't get so discouraged. People are getting really frustrated because the, resellers went and bought a bunch of tickets and are selling pit tickets for like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Just wait as it gets closer. People are a little crazy right now because they really want to go.
Mm-hmm.
As it gets closer, you'll get those tickets a little, less price. It's okay.
And like we said, save your money and buy a pit ticket to Bangor and spend the rest of your money on travel.
You don't even have to save your money. They were so cheap.
I'm sure. Well, and I'm sure
were
the
very
hotels are
cheap.
cheap in Bangor. Like I said, it's not a destination, especially in October. But
Yeah. I don't know why they chose that. It's interesting.
it is weird. I don't know.
It's very weird.
I think like the promoters and Live Nation and stuff do this like analytics and we have fans here, whatever. But I don't know. Like there's a amphitheater in Mass.
I know.
The Xfinity Center. That would have been great.
Well, isn't this
Why
one
not
an
do that?
Xfinity Center too?
Not the one in Bangor. The one in
Hartford?
Hartford is. But the Xfinity is just a sponsor. But still, there's an Xfinity amphitheater in Massachusetts. Why not choose that over
Yeah, I mean,
Bangor,
come on.
Maine?
You had
So
two
weird.
nights in Boston, like totally full. We've obviously showed you we can show up.
Yeah, we love you guys.
We love you guys. Anyway, all right. They're not listening to this, so.
I don't know. I
Our
heard,
plea does not
I heard
matter.
Debbie's a big fan, so she might get the word out.
You heard Debbie's a big fan?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, man. You really like had me excited. I'm a big fan of her, so.
Yeah.
That works. All right. Yeah. I kind of already mentioned the track list. We still have not confirmed that it is true, but I did get a little bit more information on it now that we're back with the internet and I'm able to like really research.
Yeah.
So apparently what it was somebody at Urban Outfitters had an advanced release copy of the picture of the album. And on that, the tracks are listed really tiny in the middle. So they were able to blow it up and see what the tracks were called, if that makes sense. So the reason we don't have confirmation is this person has like fallen off the face of the earth, I guess. They're not coming out and saying, yes, here it is, here's proof or anything like that. And I kind of mentioned it in the last episode that people have like really dived deep into this image that they posted and kind of noticed that like the logos and things and places where they are like not the exact color as it is in the picture. Like they can see a small discrepancy, almost as if somebody had typed it somewhere else and like pasted it over kind of a thing.
Yeah, like they're doctoring it up or something.
Yeah. So I'm hearing everybody saying this is confirmed. I'm hearing some people saying this is not confirmed. So just like they do in like court and stuff, we're going to say the alleged track list until we have a full and complete confirmation.
If I've learned anything about this band over the years, I will wait till it just comes out. Believe it when you see it.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So now it's time for a dramatic reading of.
Okay.
Everyone's posted this if you haven't seen it yet, but I'm not going to call him
We haven't posted it because I refuse to.
Yeah, I'm not going to call him my friend, but we talked about it a couple episodes ago, I think. Just mentioned it briefly. But my dear Paolo Ragusa. Am I saying that correctly?
I think so.
Paolo works for a magazine or an internet-based article, whatever you call it.
Internet-based music magazine.
Called Consequence Sound.
It's not Consequence Sound anymore. It's just Consequence.
Great. Well, he had some thoughts about the contract. And we mentioned the title of the article a couple episodes ago. Like I said, it says 21 Pilots' new song, "The Contract," is frankly atrocious. Big word, but atrocious, that's a stretch.
That's a little much.
That's a lot.
He
So
really
anyway,
obviously feels some type of way about this song.
He feels some type of way about them, and that's what I'm going to get into.
He does?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I did.
Okay.
I'm just going to read this real quick. Bear with me. 21 Pilots are back with a new song, "The Contract," which serves as the lead single for their new concept album, Breach. The record is set to be the climactic finale of the 5-album narrative that began with 2015's Blurry Face, the one with mega hits Stressed Out and Ride. After last year's Clancy, which leaned even harder into the lore-driven narrative epic style they're going for, The Contract is intended to be something of a first episode for the concluding saga, picking up after the cliffhanger moment they left off at in their prior album. New paragraph, which is actually just 2 words. It's awful, is what he says. I'm going to stop there for a minute. You can already tell this guy by the words he's using and the way he's putting together. He just doesn't like them. That's what I'm saying.
No.
He doesn't like them. He doesn't get it. He doesn't like them, and he wants to try and say something.
Yeah.
All right, going on. If you're reading this and you've always shared a disdain for the Ohio duo's hybrid pop rock rap experiments, this does not come as a surprise. But if you're reading this and are one of the thousands, nay, millions, hello.
Yeah, when he said thousands, I was like, sir, excuse me.
Yeah.
However, no, you are wrong.
Correct.
There's
That's why I'm saying
hundreds of thousands.
He just doesn't like them.
Millions of people.
He doesn't like them. He doesn't like us. He's got beef with Ohio or something. I don't know. He's just not.
He doesn't get it.
He sounds like the people I talk to that just want to hate them.
He just doesn't get it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like it's cool to hate them.
Yeah. So anyway, he says, if you're one of the thousands of 21 Pilots superfans, you might think calling The Contract a total disaster is a bit unfair, given the scope of this long-running narrative they've been constructing and how much effort they've put into world building, Easter eggs, and other smart exercises in fan engagement.
Can I stop you for a second?
Yeah.
He says we might think that calling it awful is a little unfair. I think even if we're not a fan, that is unfair. I mean, it's someone's art. Don't call it awful.
Listen, if I'm not a musician
it's just
producing,
not for you. Sure, that's fine, but I wouldn't like.
If I'm not producing records, making millions, going on tour, whatever amounts of billions of streams, Grammys, whatever you want to say, if I'm not doing all of those things, I have no right to comment on their music. Right. I might not like it, but to say it's a disaster.
I'm gonna get into that when you're done reading. We're gonna talk about that, about Mr. Paolo here.
So he comments and says that it's true. He's impressed by how much Tyler and Josh have committed to the bit. That sounds sarcastic, first of all.
It sounds really sarcastic and rude, actually.
He says he acknowledges that artists have long attempted concept albums and several have used multiple consecutive records to track an overarching narrative. No one has really done it for an entire decade across 5 albums, and when you look at the incredible numbers this band has done in terms of streams, ticket sales, and growing their audience, 21 Pilots are justifiably in their own lane, and have achieved this through embracing transmedia storytelling. So in this paragraph, he kind of starts to try to build them up a little bit. Like, oh, maybe I was a little too harsh, right? Typical reviewer writing style. I'm going to bash them, then I'm going to kind of say, okay, they're not that bad. But then he returns to the bashing, which really makes me upset. I say all that just to reiterate that this new song is a complete mess, a sloppy hodgepodge of genres and styles that directly compete with one another from moment to moment. It's fine to do concept songs, welcome even, but their insistence on trying in these extensive high-stakes kernels of lore does not help the final product. Go screw, Paolo.
Well, let's not get there. That's rude.
Well, I mean, right there, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it.
We're not gonna.
I'm not here to talk bad about Paolo.
Get to his level here.
Correct. But he clearly doesn't get
Paolo.
it. So now he wants to jump directly into the contract, okay? Without any of the thematic context that we as fans have. He says it's like watching the Avengers Endgame as your first Marvel movie.
I'm sorry, but no. It's visually stunning.
Which Endgame was.
We don't need...
As well.
Right. And was it not entertaining? Did it not make millions in the box office?
Correct.
Absolutely. Do you enjoy it just for its cinematic quality? 100%.
Yeah. He then goes on to say that if you're not in the know, it's mostly just incoherent noise and meaningless action.
No, false.
Divorced from whatever narrative is taking place, which, judging by the music video, is some crazy sci-fi fantasy nonsense better left in a teenager's sketchbook.
Oh.
Wow, hurtful.
Wow.
That's just being hurtful. All of that's being hurtful.
That was a very good metaphor.
Saying that Tyler is immature and young.
Yeah, no.
Hurtful. Unnecessary.
I don't think he's saying Tyler is. I think he's saying this concept is stupid. Because, again, he doesn't get it.
Yeah. The contract is a challenge sonically, kind of like me reading through this. There's a new metal twist, new NU metal. That's what he says here, which means like if you're not familiar with new metal, that's like Linkin Park, System of a Down, all that stuff, right? A corny rap verse and melodies that feel more concerned with jamming in words than landing with weight. The way Joseph wraps the word necromancer around the melody's triplet rhythm is grating, but shockingly, the falsetto-laden ooh promises and contracts is even worse.
What? No.
Dunn's quick, busy drumming, the chintzy, dramatic synths clashing with distorted electric guitars, that awful halftime break, the tension between nostalgia ploys and contemporary production, Joseph's unimaginative, generic lines about anxiety, insomnia, and paranoia, all of these elements clashing together makes for a generally bad listening experience and sets Breach up to be an overdramatic mess. I hate this man.
He's just, look, are we done finally? I don't want to hear any more of this. Are we done?
Yeah, the rest we kind of covered before, but he basically just goes on to continue to bash them.
Okay.
One thing I wanted to point out real quick. Again, I don't want to talk too bad about this guy, but I did a little digging into who he is. And he's got 640 followers on Instagram, so he's not a big deal.
Hey, we're halfway there.
So not too worried. But this is in his About section on Consequence.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at it right now.
Paolo is an associate editor at Consequence and has embarked on a foolish lifelong quest to do it all. This includes being a writer, a drummer, an actor, a music festival enthusiast, a film and television lover, and a person with a genuinely positive attitude. Okay, that article was not positive whatsoever, so that's fake news. Mm-hmm. But also his wanting to do it all kind of sounds like it's mimicking 21 Pilots' musical style.
That's interesting because I was going to say the exact opposite.
Okay, let's hear it.
You know that saying, jack of all trades, master of none.
Mm-hmm.
When you're a do-it-all person, when you feel like you have to do all these things, you're not really that great at any of them. You just want to say, I do all of these things.
Yeah, like I always say, you don't want to be Cheesecake Factory. You want to be In-N-Out Burger.
Right. You don't want to...
That's a regional reference. You might get it or not.
He's got his little toe dipped into many, many things, but is he an expert on any of them? Who knows?
Well, and it says that he's a drummer, right? So I don't think he has the right to comment. Not that
he
drummers
is a
are not
drummer,
musicians, but
then he should have understood Josh a lot better because that was masterful.
all of it was. And, I'm not saying drummers are not musicians. They absolutely are. But this guy clearly doesn't get it. And I've never heard his music. So not sure what kind of chops he has as a drummer. But for him to say all this, just because it sounds like he doesn't like them, my message here is it's frustrating because I don't know how many people have viewed this or anybody who gives it any credibility. But like, why are you out there trying to badmouth this band? For what? Because you don't like them?
Yeah.
Because you're mad at them for some reason? Like, I don't get it.
Well, I'm going to say to you what I've said, because that's a word.
Yeah.
What I've said to several people on our groups that seem very hurt and upset by this article. I'm going to say a couple of things. First of all, Mr. Paolo probably wrote this whole article in Comic Sans and doesn't have any clue really what he's talking about. If you go back and look at some of the articles that he has written, one of his recent articles was I don't even know the word, like singing the praises of a new song by one of my favorite artists, Ed Sheeran.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Yeah. He loves Ed Sheeran.
But isn't Ed Sheeran a fan of the boys? So maybe we should
is,
go tread
but
lightly
I don't
here.
like his music style. And that's fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. It's Ed Sheeran who did a collaboration with Dave Grohl and John Mayer.
Oh, boy.
My other favorite.
Oh, boy.
Love John Mayer. So I think this gentleman, which I will say with a little bit of a smirk, doesn't get it. He doesn't understand their music style. He doesn't like that type of music that changes back and forth. And it's so funny that he made that comment that it was a hodgepodge of styles, when actually to me, I feel like this is very uncharacteristically one style.
Yes.
It didn't go into the quiet piano like we usually get. And it didn't go into the, peppy part. It just was like it was very Linkin Park-esque to me, which I love because I love Linkin Park. They're awesome. So it was weird that he said that because most of their music is a hodgepodge of different styles, very nicely sewn together.
Yeah.
But I feel like this song just was not that. So it was interesting that he chose that. But anyway, what I'm going to say to you is this. This is his opinion. He's wrong, but everyone's entitled to their opinion. And that's wonderful that he feels that way. That's great. I think, we're past 10 million streams on Spotify now. Like, the song obviously is speaking for itself.
Yeah, I mean, I think 9 million of those are us, but
probably. But anyway, he wrote it for us. He didn't write it for this guy. This guy's not a fan. He wrote it for his fans.
They're far beyond that anyway. They've never tried to go out and write the radio
really.
hit. That's not who
exactly.
they are.
It's not supposed to be a hit.
That's why I'm saying this guy doesn't get it. He's a fool.
Right. And then the second thing I'm going to mention about this is I guarantee you people that don't know 21 Pilots well or really just aren't huge fans but didn't realize they had a song come out, I guarantee you many of those streams are because of this article because they wanted to hear how terrible it was.
Yeah, so thanks.
Hey,
thanks, Paolo.
Thanks, Paolo. Any press is good press. So
yeah,
I'm not really that worried about it. It's the only one I've seen. I haven't seen any other terrible reviews of this. I haven't really seen any good ones, like legit magazines, but
yeah.
I think the song speaks for itself. I don't think Tyler and Josh give two hoots about what this guy who no one's ever heard of, who likes English Premier Football and too many exclamation points.
Yeah.
What he says.
Hey, listen, I got a message for you, Paolo. My name's Blurryface, and I don't care what you think.
Right.
So there.
Yeah. So
all right, moving on from Paolo. On. All right, so you ready to move on to your next segment here of TOP fans doing amazing things?
Right. So I first want to apologize to you and to Vera because I didn't have the internet. And when I screenshotted her information, I didn't realize it didn't have her handle on there. It was just her name. So I want to go back and give her handle. If you remember, she's the one that does commissions for amazing jackets.
Yeah, the one I have to buy you.
Oh my gosh. She just did a new one that's out of this world. I love it. It's got a little tiny Ned hidden in the pocket and it's so cute.
Oh, we like tiny Ned.
Yes, we do. So anyway, her handle is at Vera Custom _ on Instagram and at Vera Q Vex. That's V as in Victor EX on TikTok. She does take commissions.
And it's just the letter Q. For our British friends, it's not like Q. Like
right, yes.
line.
It's VERAQVEX.
Right.
But yeah, so she does take commissions. Go look at her work. Yeah, so definitely give her a DM if you have an idea for a jacket. They were really great. So take a look at her work. But this week I want to highlight some live videos that I've come across. The handle is at welcome.back.to.trench.
Also known as Welcome Back to Trench.
Right.
Okay, anyway. Carry on.
Okay. That was spectacular.
Listen, we said a few episodes ago, anytime we hear the word welcome, we have to do it. So I'm living up to what we said.
All right.
Don't give me any grief.
Anyway, their handle is welcome.back.to.trench on TikTok. And it looks like it's a mother-daughter duo.
That's cool.
Which
I
think
that.
Is totally adorable. I think it's super fun. The daughter's named Landry. And I went back and kind of watched some of their videos. And it looks like she was picked in Salt Lake to do the ride song.
Oh, cool. So she's
Tyler.
Really young.
She's really young.
I love that.
I don't know how old she was. Maybe 8 or 9.
Okay.
Maybe
cool.
10 at
love
the
it.
most. But yeah, they do these awesome live videos. And I just think it's really cool that they bond over this like special thing. Like I always love to say that they're special to us because they've helped our family bond. So I think it's kind of cool to have like a mother-daughter bond thing going on.
Yeah, I agree. I love that.
Which I think it's awesome. And maybe they'll have us on their live show sometime.
Maybe.
Be kind of cool.
Maybe we should have them on our live show.
Maybe we should.
That's not so live, but yeah.
But yeah, they're also on Instagram at Hope in Trench. And they're on X as well. At the same thing, Hope and Trench. So go give them a follow. They're kind of cool. It was cute. One of their last live videos, they were listening to the contract, I guess. But then the leak of the Breach tour comes out right as they're watching it. And you just watch their faces like freak out because they're on like a live stream.
Yeah.
So like, oh my gosh. Like, like totally freaking out. It was really cute. The little girl's like jumping up as adorable.
Yeah.
So yeah, give them a follow.
Mom
and daughter doing awesome things. So
real quick before we move on, I didn't get the handle. I promise I will try to find it again and get it. But there's also this, I don't want to say old. That's mean because I'm getting old. A well-seasoned lady, elderly, if you will, who plays guitar.
Yeah.
Who's been doing singing the songs with the guitar. And it's pretty awesome.
I've been liking her posts. We'll put her on. I'll have somebody for next week, but
I just can't, I can't get over that she's like older than me and is a fan. I love seeing that because I feel like I might be the oldest fan in the fan base, but
you're absolutely not, because quite a few of the people that have been fans since Blurryface are a little younger than us, maybe by 5-10 years. But, I mean, these guys started in 2011?
Yeah, that's true. And during the shows we went to during the Clancy tour, we saw quite a few oldies out there. So yeah,
but we just didn't get there quite as early, but we're still in the age range.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, moving on. All right, we are going to wrap up this Blurryface Twitter saga for now. because I don't want to bore everybody. It gets really monotonous. I was even getting bored typing it all out. So I think we're going to take a little break at the end of this one. I'm going to bring you to the end of the blurry face era. And then that's where we're going to take a little smidge of a break.
Perfect. I love
on this. So next week we'll have some different lore to talk about, which I think will go seamlessly with this one. So I think it's going to work out okay.
Okay.
If you want to, I think we're going to cook up something for YouTube coming up here really soon. Hint, that's a leak.
Yeah.
Woo, leak,
yeah.
We're leaking. Where we'll put some of the pictures and images of things that we talk about. But if you want to take a look at all of the stuff that I've talked about, because I am just going to kind of breeze through this next little bit because there was a lot. If I do it, we'll be here all night.
Yeah.
But if you do want to take a look, the website that I'm getting all this information from is called blurryfacetimeline.crd.co. So if you want to go, they have some of the videos up there, got pictures of the tweets, really great information. And they have just recently taken us all the way through what's been going on lately. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So if you're a visual person, you will hear the podcast behind all these images and things that T is talking about here, but you will not, you'll never see us.
It's not about
us. At least
us.
for now.
It's about the music.
It's not about us. And believe me, nobody wants to see this.
Nobody wants to see their faces. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so let's get back to where we were. We were in the month of May, if you remember. Blurryface is doing these, weird periscopes with fuzzy images. He's got like weird sounds. People are hearing birds and insects and even like breathing that sounds like laughing. Just like weird Blurryface-esque things, right? May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, woohoo. This is when he starts to finally tease the release of Ride. In blurry speak, which we know is like his capital letters with weird spaces and letters missing, right? He just says, taking my time. Okay. The next day he tweets the exact same thing, just taking my time, except he has it like kind of spaced differently. If that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So fans are starting to think that he's hinting that the album's going to be late, which is so cute.
Yeah.
Now that we know what it actually means.
Right.
It's kind of cute that they thought, oh no, it's going to be late.
Yeah.
Which, as we now know, is the opposite of what actually happens. But anyway, May 8th and 9th, he's really busy with tweets. He tweets, I've been thinking too much, help me. Then the word tomorrow over and over and over again, just like connected to each other. You know, he does that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last tweet he does is a close-up of what looks like one of the circles on the album. And then drip, drip, drip again. So remember he tweeted that a while ago.
Right.
Which we have figured out it's like a leak, right?
Yeah,
it's leaking.
Yeah. So people by now should be realizing that might be what's happening.
Right.
Okay.
So then he tweets again, you have won this time. And then minutes later, he goes on Periscope again with a literally 2-second video that just shows a progress bar at 48%.
Okay.
Okay. So he starts tweeting all these cryptic pictures with messages that have like stuff for fans to decipher. And it seems meaningless, but as we know, they're never just meaningless. There's always something there. You know what I mean?
I do.
But in the background, there's like faint pictures of the album cover for the song Ride. You know, leading people to believe that that's what we're going to get. We're going to get that song leaked early. Okay. So next he goes on Periscope again. And this time we get a clip of Ride.
And I'm sorry, did you say there was a track list already so people knew there was a song called
Tyler
Ride?
had already.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd already leaked in quotes.
Right.
So again, it's a Periscope. It's got a clip of Ride along with some sound bites in other languages that people are able to decipher to be like German and Russian. Like, you know.
This all tracks now
pretty,
that we know.
Pretty normal for him.
Yep.
And then it's also a picture of a CD that has 21, the number, Pilots, scribbled on it. And then the O is crossed the wrong way. So
okay.
as we know, Tyler does not like writing the number. He likes writing it out.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
Lowercase.
was something I forgot to point out with Mr. Pello.
Yeah.
Did the capital letters in the title like it's supposed to be grammatically?
Well,
which is
in
not,
that article, it makes sense. But they also keep messing with us. Like, I was hell-bent on telling people it's lowercase. And then Clancy comes out and it's all uppercase. What are we doing?
I know.
Can you guys figure it out already?
That was the font, I think.
I don't know, but figure it out.
Font.
I don't know what to do.
All right. So he then tweets in Russian. People are like scrambling and trying to figure it out. And it ends up meaning drip, drip in Russian. Okay.
Are we certain it's Russian and not Ukrainian?
Yes.
Okay.
This particular one, yes, was Russian.
Okay.
Remember, this is in 16 right now?
Yeah.
We're not quite
no, it had to be
mad at them.
It had to be 15, I think.
No, I think it's 16 at this point.
Okay.
I think that's where we are at this point. I don't know. Anyway, finally at 6:52 p.m., he posts, "Now you can find it. Go find it." And people go crazy, frantically looking everywhere. Finally find it on the now closed Ghost Tunes site, which
never even heard of Ghost Tunes.
I'd never heard of it either. But what it was a music streaming service that actually gave proceeds to the artists, which I'm not sure how they got that to work, but it did. Clearly it didn't work because it's closed. But
yeah.
But yeah, so they finally found it on Ghost Tunes. Of course, it gets spread everywhere, and by the next morning, it's on everything. Everybody's got it. Okay. Mm-hmm. May 10th, the album was taken down from as many sites as they possibly could. And Blurryface tweets, "Taking my time again," but this time it's all in lowercase.
Ooh.
Which is not blurry type.
No.
So it's very, very confusing for the fans. May 11th, Blurry tweets, "Tonight," in his calm voice is what I'm going to call it.
Lowercase again?
Because it's lowercase.
Okay.
Okay. And then Tyler also tweets asking fans if they liked the leak music. Okay. And this is one of their only direct interactions because Blurryface then tweets at Tyler R. Joseph, "No," which makes me laugh every time I see it because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. May 13th, the video for Ride is released. Everyone starts to make the connections. And on May 17th, the album was released. And then Blurryface is quiet again until the 20th.
Yeah, so this was definitely 2015 then, because that's when the album came out. Gotcha.
So on the 20th, he tweets that he's had it with the Clique. And then he shows his true intentions to the boys. And he tweets, "Hang them up," with a picture of Josh and Tyler upside down.
Wow.
Which that's like...
It's aggressive.
Eerie and like kind of creepy.
Yeah.
He's getting angry, I guess, because everybody's so excited and we're like kind of celebrating this music and he hates it. So he starts to slow down just like he is now, right? We got our song. There's not really much to kind of tease us with right now. So we're just kind of quiet. But Tyler starts getting involved now and he starts posting things. On 5/29, Blurryface tweets a black and white photo of nothing and then goes and likes a bunch of tweets with the words "Lane" and "boy." Okay.
Yeah.
So that's leading fans to believe he's teasing a music video. He tweets again in June, black and white again, but it's a little bit more visible this time. And then Tyler announces that the video is coming, but he doesn't say when it's coming.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of like this back and forth, like Tyler will start tweeting as well, which kind of helps fans see like, oh, this is real. This is like they're working together, but not together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it was just when all that frenzy happened with the fake accounts. I think it's just their way of like making sure that people understand this is the one.
Yeah, right.
All right. So Blurryface is quiet for another month. And then on July 3rd, an eerie picture of the Lane Boy, the Lane Boy backup dancers in their white suits.
Yeah, with the masks on.
With the masks on. So he just posts a picture of that. Like, it's like really blurry, but it's that. It's like the backup dancers. The video was actually shot in front of a live audience earlier. So the fans are already actually kind of knew that was what the look was.
Right.
So everybody knew immediately that that's what it is. It's the video. And then Tyler changes the band's Twitter headers and tweets Lane Boy soon. Okay. July 16th, we get the first video hint in a numerical code saying Lane Boy 7/20/15. Oh, so it is 15. And the next day he posts videos and pictures from behind the scenes of the video, and then went and liked a bunch of tweets that all seem to have 11 a.m. as a common theme. So I think that's his way of, the fans decipher the date. Now he's going to kind of give us a hint as to what time we can expect it. So then on July 20th, this was the day that was teased, right? He starts really early at 3 a.m. He tweets 8 tally marks and then goes and follows 7 people by 4 a.m. And so he keeps every hour starts unfollowing people, like kind of like a countdown, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
And he just keeps unfollowing people and deleting tally marks and all of his previous tweets until just before 11, when he unfollows the very last person and his Twitter account is completely empty. So like we see it now.
Like
it's
it
just
is now,
completely empty.
Yeah.
He went silent for a while. He tweets little tiny things here and there. And then in August, he teased there's a little mini series, 21 Pilots Goes East. He teases that, but the fans are kind of disappointed because they were expecting a music video.
Yeah.
So I don't think that one really gets talked about a lot because I think everybody was a little disappointed in that. But I think that's kind of like what happened with the tribute album.
Yeah.
People were like, man, that's all we're getting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think they came through.
100% they came through.
All right.
Keep the faith, people.
So again, he goes quiet for a few weeks. Then in late August through like October, he begins posting cryptic messages again and like weird drawings, like scribblings, that would later reveal the announcement of the Emotional Roadshow tour.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it's like, business as usual, right? In February through March of 2016, things really get weird, as if they're not already, and start to kind of like heat up. He suddenly just posts, "Don't put my name on things," over and over again, like every day. Just that. Just don't put my name on things.
His name's already been on things for a year. I know. At this point.
So he does it every few days until finally on the 28th of March, he posts a picture of his face. So from the album cover, like those circles, how they make his face.
Yeah.
He posts a picture of his face with a message that fans decipher. There's like a little message in it, like weird scribbles.
Mm-hmm.
They decipher and they realize that it leads to facesareablur.com.
Is that a real thing?
It's not anymore.
No, it's not anymore.
It was. So it was a website. And when you go to the website, the only thing on it is a complete black screen and an email address in Blurry's font. That's it.
These guys, I tell you.
Right? It's actually kind of scary. Like when I think of it, I'm
it
like,
is creepy. Yeah.
Creepy. So some people were like able to email and they got responses back. And the responses were all the same. It's not over, is all it said.
They should really bring that back. They should have done that again because it's not over.
People. I just want to email you.
No, I mean like it's not over as we've seen with the new album and everything. So they should have done that again.
So fans are believing this is just a way to let them know that the Blurry Face account and the era are not over yet. Keep those eyelids up, as we like to say.
Yeah.
So he's quiet until April 2nd. He sends that famous tweet that we all know and love that says, "You never wear blue. Never wear blue. Blue is a sign of defeat. Wear it one time on stage as a sign and I'll stop tormenting your tormented fleet." To this day, it has still never really been explained. We don't really know exactly what that was supposed to be for, but I think that it just leaves it open for them to be able to use it over and over again. Like they've already used it this time.
Do we know
during this era?
Has Tyler ever worn blue?
Well, I'm about to get there.
Since that tweet?
He sure has. That day, in fact, Tyler did wear a blue jumpsuit during their live stream.
That's
showed
right.
That day.
Yeah.
Of course, Twitter exploded.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, everybody went total bananas.
I think he wore that throughout the tour too, as well. And Josh wore a red one.
I don't know if he did. I'm not sure.
I thought I saw a video of that the other day. Maybe not.
But so Twitter's going crazy because this is like a direct message from Tyler to Blurry Face. Like, Like, I saw you.
Yeah.
I'm doing what you said kind of thing. So everyone's going crazy because up until now, they're not really interacting with each other.
Right.
Which I think was by design. I think it's supposed to be like separate things, right? So Blurryface keeps his promise. He deleted all of his tweets, changed his profile picture to just a black square, and the entire Faces Are a Blur website is changed to that like light blue that was in their original logo. You know what I mean? That like kind of tealish light blue.
Mm-hmm.
And it stayed that way until the domain name was released in 2020. And then the website was ultimately wiped. So it's gone.
Wow.
And he stayed dormant until making a completely unexpected return in December of 2016. When he tweeted, "A new take won't make them love it," which was directly related to the release of the Mute Math collab.
Ah, okay.
Right. But then it seemed as though he had disappeared again. Until February of 2017, when he changed the layout of his Twitter account and left fans with 2 tweets. One said, "One more," and the other was a grainy black and white photo of what we now know to be Tyler in the back of the car in the Heavy Dirty Soul music video. It's upside down, and there are 2 red X's over his eyes. So it's kind of a creepy picture, to be honest.
Yeah.
The music video was released later that night. Blurryface once again changed his layout and his profile picture back to all black. We would not hear from him again until July of 2017, when Josh accepted the award at the AMAs and famously said, "Tyler is severing ties with Dima," which is why he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Fans went nuts with theories of what that could mean, because remember, we don't know the Dima storyline yet.
Dima's never been mentioned.
Dima
right?
has never been mentioned to this point. So we have no idea what's going on here. So people are going absolutely crazy. Blurryface goes and likes a tweet in which a fan kind of offered his theory, which would ultimately be correct, by the way. And he quickly unliked it and then became dormant for years. And that's it. We don't hear from him again until 2021, which is the end of the Trench era. Yeah.
And at the end of the tour, I guess I've seen this recently. I think famously Tyler tweeted him like washing his hands in the sink has like black paint.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then of course in Snapback, there's the running from a thing of, well, how does
Kicked
it go?
in 17.
Yeah. Are we talking about Blurryface there?
I don't know.
There's so much to unpack.
So
here.
interesting. Yeah. I mean, that was when he went dormant for the longest amount of time.
And then he showed up again when? During
the end of the Trench era, 2021. We'll get into it when that comes around, but basically he leaks the title of Scaled and Icy.
Yeah, and now he's back with a vengeance, and everything's so cyclical here. He's very much tweeting and acting like he did in everything you've just covered over the past few episodes.
Yes, which makes
so
sense.
So here we are right back to where we are.
Like I said, I did this because I had no idea about any of this. Like I had no clue this was even happening. We had toddlers at this point in time. I was like not even caring about what was going on with somebody I didn't even know. So I had no clue this was happening. So when I'm hearing people like seeing these tweets now and going like, "Oh, that was like this and that was like that," I'm like, how do you know this? So this was really cool for me to go back and look and go, oh, okay, now I know why they thought it was lyrics. And now I know why they were able to realize that there's a code in here. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, it adds a lot of color to what we're living through now.
So. Yeah, so it was really cool for me. And I can't wait to keep going down the journey at a later date.
Yeah, if there's anyone listening that's newish fans like us and you didn't know, hopefully this is helpful.
Yeah.
It's been helpful to us just to do it.
Even if you're not new, somebody on our TikTok said it was really cool to remember all this stuff because they haven't thought about it for years.
Oh, there you go.
So it's kind of cool. It's like a little walk down memory lane for those of you that did live it. So
I like it.
All right. Time for our song deep dive. It's my turn this week. And I decided to pick Pet Cheetah.
Pet Cheetah.
Pet Cheetah. So I picked this song because it's not really one that we talk about a lot.
No, it took me a long time to listen to it.
They're big ones.
It was a skip track all the time. And then one time I listened to it and I'm like, oh, I dig this. And now it's one of my faves.
Yeah, no, I've liked it since the beginning, but I will say it's not one that like when I make a car playlist or something, it doesn't make it on it. Not because I don't like it, but just because it actually like is out of my mind a lot.
Interesting.
So I thought this would kind of be cool to like, you know, talk about it. It seems like it's just a fun, silly song, but you know, we know Tyler. Nothing's just fun and silly.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah. So to start us off, it is the 12th song on the album Trench. It comes after Bandito and before Legend and Leave the City, which I thought was interesting that it was placed in those places.
Yeah.
Almost doesn't seem like it quite fits there, but I also know now, coupled with Legend, maybe it's just a way to kind of split up Bandito and Leave the City.
I had heard at one point that if you listen to Trench from start to finish, you get the whole, it's like a Dima story from start to finish. But I don't agree with that anymore. Now that I know more about the band, because
how does Pet Cheetah and Legend fit in the lore?
Well, I think Pet Cheetah can.
People are saying it can, but I don't. I feel like it's a stretch when I hear.
But I feel like Legend is completely a stretch.
That's not.
So is Smithereens.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like the Craving has nothing to do with the lore either,
I feel like you could make Smithereens. Like if you try to like fit it into a box, you can make it. But Legend, you just can't.
Well, that's our recurring theme on this show is that you can make anything fit into this if you really want to.
I just don't feel like Legend fits at all.
No, agreed.
Yeah. Agreed. No. All right, anyway, moving on. We're Pet Cheetah is what we're talking about, not Legend.
Pet Cheetah, not Cheetah Legend.
Pet Cheetah. All right. So this was written during their hiatus after Blurry Face. And in an interview, Tyler actually shared that he was writing Pet Cheetah at the same time that they were rolling out the lore storyline on Dima.org. And he said that watching the Clique figure out all these clues and come up with their theories was really inspiring for him. So let's get into the meaning.
Yeah, they've always said that the fans have fueled the direction the lore has gone in.
Right, yeah.
So we talk a lot about their team of people or their brilliant minds. Maybe it's all of us that are contributing and they're like, oh yeah, you know what? That person had a great theory. I'm going to take that and write it into something.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool?
And I think that really makes sense for this song because this song is about writer's block. If you've ever tried to create something like completely from scratch without any examples or anything, then you should know it's like really difficult. You can get stuck. You don't have like something to go on. You don't have...
And listen, you don't have to be a writer or a musician to experience this. We all have in school, having to write a paper, having to say something nice to your significant other, whatever. A message you're going to write in a card.
Sure.
Even if it's a brief statement. We've all experienced this at one time.
Well, it's not even writing either. Like I watch our son is an aspiring chef and like I'll watch him try to put flavors together. And if it's something you've never seen done before, sometimes it doesn't make the connection, doesn't quite work.
Yeah.
So you got to go back and redo the recipe. Like it's not just writing.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, so sometimes it's just really hard to like make those pieces connect. And you get stuck. So yeah, like I said, I think it's just true of all art, of anything you create. This can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
What I love about Tyler though is that he's honest about it, and he shows us that it's a struggle, and he shows us that he's completely human, and that his songs aren't flawless every time, and sometimes his ideas just don't come to him automatically. They take time.
I also love that he's trying so hard to produce something good,
right?
Instead of just spitting something out there to get it done.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But so he starts the song off by saying, I'm on an island, no one to confide, right? So we've all felt completely alone before. And sometimes you just want someone to talk to, but you're worried that the other person like just won't get it. That's kind of like where we're here with this podcast. Like we want to talk to people about all this, but other people are like, okay, like I totally don't understand. Blurry face, what? Like I don't get what you're saying here.
Yeah.
So that can make you feel really alone. Like when you've got these ideas and things you want to bounce off people and there's just nobody there, can really make you feel alone. When it comes to creating, sometimes you just really have to do it yourself. You can't have people's input. And when it comes to songwriting, Tyler has always said this is a deeply personal thing for him. So just knowing that is personal for him, he can't have help from other people. They don't have his feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he goes on to say that he's been at it 8 days straight and 8 hours each day, and he still hasn't come up with anything good. But he's just going to use what he has, even though in his opinion, he should just delete it, right? In order to just keep moving forward. You know?
Yeah, it's interesting that Josh wasn't a sounding board for him, I guess.
But Josh isn't a lyric writer. maybe for music purposes, like Josh probably helps him a ton, I'm sure. But when it comes to getting your ideas out on a page, like Josh isn't in his head. He doesn't know what he's thinking or feeling.
I also wonder if he's such a good friend too that he's just like, oh yeah, that's great. Even though if he may not feel
like
100% passionate about it.
It's that golden retriever energy that I feel that Josh has where he's just like, yeah, buddy. Like he's just so.
Yeah, great job, buddy.
He's just so positive and uplifting that like he probably wouldn't want to tell Tyler like, I don't really like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could be completely right on that. So we get to the chorus. He says, no, I move slow. I want to stop time. I'll sit here till I find the problem. So he's basically saying he's not just going to crank out music for the sake of it. We've heard his opinions on meaningless lyrics like so many times. They're in a ton of songs. So he's just going to sit there until he figures out what's wrong with the piece that he's working on, like why it's not connecting. Stopping time. This is just what I got from it. Like through my research, I've not heard anybody talk about it this way. So I could be totally wrong, but this is like what came to my head when I thought about it. It's my interpretation of it. But a ticking clock, it can sometimes make things worse. I don't know if you've ever been.
Oh yeah, you like dwell on it.
I don't know if you've ever been trying to fall asleep and like keep looking at your clock and it like just makes it harder for you to fall asleep because you're like, oh my gosh, it's 2:30.
Yeah.
Now it's 2:45 and you're still not asleep and it's just making it worse. You
start doing the math that I have to get up in 4 hours or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can remember being in like high school taking a test and it's so quiet in there that you just hear the tick, tick, tick of that stupid clock up there.
Yeah.
And it like would just drive me nuts. Sometimes I'm trying to get errands done or something and I'm looking at my clock like, oh my God, I only have an hour. I got to get the kids, like whatever it is.
Yeah.
Look, that time can like really make you frantic and make things even worse.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's literally saying he wants to literally stop the time.
Right.
Like not freeze time in general, but like literally stop that clock. Like put the clock away.
Well, I don't
want to see the clock. It's bothering me.
We don't know this, but he's got a deadline. He's got an internal deadline of when this needs to get done.
Just turn this off right now.
For sure.
Yeah. Because like I said, it can really make things worse. So now we're going to get to the pet cheetah rap. Interesting theory. Don't know if it's true, but I'm going to tell you. Did you know that Cheetah is actually a brand of keyboard?
No. What does it do? Help you type faster or something?
No, like a piano keyboard.
Oh, that kind of keyboard.
Yeah, not a typing keyboard. I'm sorry. I should have been more clear. Yes. It is a brand of piano keyboard. Apparently, and like I said, I've not found any definitive confirmation on this. It was Tyler's first keyboard was a cheetah.
Oh, okay.
So the theory is he literally has a pet cheetah in his basement.
Okay.
Which is where we know he likes to do his music. He's told us that several times. Right?
Yep.
I believe it also to be a metaphor for the creative process. Why a cheetah? I don't have any idea. But a cheetah would require like an enormous amount of care. Like it's not just a little puppy that you just, you know.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine keeping a cheetah? Like a pet cheetah would be insane.
Well, you can't take them out for a walk. They want to go run and hunt.
Right?
And, yeah.
So he bathes him, he names him, you know, takes care of him, just like the creative process.
Yep.
The more you care for it, the more it grows. And just like a pet, the more like in sync you become, right? Cheetahs are ferocious and wild, as we've talked about. Like the breeding process can be. It's not a clean cut process and it gets messy and sometimes a little scary. Just like I assume a cheetah would probably be as a pet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's that. And another theory is that it represents Josh. He trained him to make him these beats.
No.
But I don't like that one.
I don't like that at all.
And I don't think that Tyler would refer to Josh as a pet he's trained. So I'm going to move on from that one. But that was one of the theories that I came across when I was researching the song.
And we recently saw some posts from the boys. Tyler definitely did not train Josh how to play drums.
No.
That is clear.
This is very clear. Very clear indeed. Why Jason Statham?
He's a badass. That's why.
Well, there's a few ideas actually out there on this one. Some have said that Josh challenged Tyler as a joke to put Jason Statham in a song. I mean,
yeah, I heard that too when he was struggling with writing this song.
Yeah.
He also told him about like maybe call it a cheetah and to name it Jason. I heard that Josh was like saying like just trying to get him to lighten up. And
right. Exactly.
Get the juices flowing again.
Yeah. Some people are saying that Jason Statham, he was in the Fast and the Furious and cheetahs and, you know, in turn the beats that they make are Fast and Furious. And that he does all his own stunts, kind of matching the way that Tyler writes all his own music. And does all his own things, right? Sorry, that's my water bottle.
Wow, that was
knock
incredible.
that on over. All right. Anyway, the one that I like the most is Jason. He's actually like, if you've ever seen some of his movies, in every one of them, he's kind of the same type of character, kind of like Liam Neeson. They're like kind of typecast a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's always like an anti-hero.
Okay.
He's often portrayed as like this lone wolf who goes against the grain and needs to be like tamed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a cheetah. But it's the anti-hero part that is what really stuck with me when I was reading this theory.
Yeah.
Anti-heroes are those that like want to do good, but they often go about it like completely the wrong way.
Yeah, and Taylor Swift has told us it's exhausting being
It's exhausting being it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They eventually get to the desired result that they want, but it always takes a few tries or a few mistakes, right, to get them there. And this is a part of the theory that I came up with on my own. Anti-heroes usually find the best way to get what they want is learning to accept help from others. And we'll get to how that ties in right now.
Great.
Yeah. The next verse is Tyler saying he's had enough of the limelight. Remember, this is at the tail end of their most successful year.
Right.
And a huge tour. Okay.
Yep.
So he's done showing his face at appearances and interviews and reward shows and all this stuff, right? He's going to stay in his room and he's going to get working. He says his house is the one with the vultures perched on the roof. He's getting pressure from like us, from the music industry, from whoever to keep creating things. Okay. So we're the vultures.
And it ties in nicely to the theme with Trench and Dima.
Right. Yeah, it does.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
I love it.
So this is where the idea of needing help from others comes in. He goes on to explain the importance of his inner circle and personal relationships, as well as his relationship with his fans on his creative process, but also about how it worries him that it could also stifle his artistic abilities. I love that he mentions how much the clique means to him. I think that was like super cool. And it like directly calls out to us. And it's something that like not a lot of artists do. So I thought that was just kind of cool that he gave us a specific name saying how important and special we were. But it also directly calls us out when he goes straight back into the chorus saying he moves slow. It's a reminder to us that he needs time to create something with meaning for us.
Yeah, and we will wait.
Yeah. And I just think that's a great reminder to us, especially now when we're all like, we want this, we want that. And we're complaining about this new tour. And
yeah, we want it now. We want everything immediate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's all I've got. But I see that you have added, oh my.
It's not a lot.
It looks like a lot.
I know it's a lot, but that's just because I'm a copy and paste kind of guy.
Got it.
And so I just put it there. But I already researched this myself because, fun fact for the clique, I have a pet cheetah tattoo.
You do.
On my chest. It is a cheetah head in American traditional style with a collar, and the collar tag says Jason. So it's you have to be in the know.
You have to, yeah.
To know what it is, because the cheetah American traditional tattoo is very common. But none of them have a collar that says Jason.
Well, not none of them. I'm sure there's some people out there that have.
And it's very ferocious looking. It's a spiked collar. But while I was doing this, I'm like, first of all, you gave me a little shade about it. Like, why are you getting a cheetah tattoo? And I said, well, I really like this song.
Yeah.
And the reason why cheetah tattoos are common, because they do have like a spiritual meaning. And knowing that Tyler never does anything by accident, I thought it was key to point out that, why a cheetah? Why not anything else? Why couldn't it be pet, dog or
pet squirrel, pet squirrel.
Yeah, pet rabbit, whatever. It's pet cheetah. And we talked about the reasons why that might be. But here's my thoughts. In many cultures, the cheetah symbolizes speed, focus, agility, and adaptability.
Right.
All things Tyler and the band has had to do over the years. And it's often seen as a spiritual guide or messenger. It can represent the need for swift action, but also the importance of knowing when to pause and conserve energy. The cheetah spirit also embodies independence, encouraging individuals to trust their inner power and intuition, something we know that Tyler struggles with. We all struggle with, those with anxiety. So I did put a lot more, but that's all I'm going to talk about is those are one of the reasons I wanted it, because to remind you of those things, because we all struggle with that. And I love the song. I think the song really says a lot about the fan base, like you said.
Yeah.
It says a lot about his process. And it reminds me every time I hear it of why we should really care for them.
Right.
And care about their process, because they're doing all this for us.
Absolutely.
And they're doing it to stay true to themselves, which is something a lot of artists just don't do.
Yeah.
You know, they want to put out a fantastic product to them and that their fans will understand and love. Mm-hmm. And that's what they do. And that's why Paolo can go suck it, because he's not a fan. He doesn't get it.
Come on, family friendly show.
I know, but to bring it full circle, like, he doesn't get it. And you know what? Guess what, Paolo? They're not writing for you.
Yeah.
They never have, and they never will. Yes, Ride and Stressed Out blew up, and they got mainstream fame, which they deserve because they're great artists. But I don't think that's ever what they wanted. They just want to make great music for people that care and get it. And Josh and Tyler, if you're listening, we get it. We love it, and we love you guys. So keep doing it the way you do it. Keep doing it slow or as fast as a cheetah or whatever you want to do. Take time like the cheetah and, realize that you need your rest. Figure it out so you can put out something good. And put it out quickly, damn it. Like the track list. We want to see it. So put it out.
No, he moves slow.
That's right.
He just said that.
Well, but yeah, great song choice. I love that. Thanks for doing it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And I think we'll get into some other new things next week. The blurry face tweets are taking a hiatus, if you will.
Yes.
So I think we want to get into some other things next week. And hopefully, when do you think we'll get a new song? When do you think we'll get new music?
September.
You think they're going to release all 9 tracks in September? We're not going to get anything leading up to it?
Yeah, we probably will get some, because like someone so very candidly, I guess, pointed out, they don't have very much time to learn all the songs before the first show. So...
Are you talking about the fans, or they don't?
No, the fans. No.
Well, they don't either. I mean,
I'm sure they're already practicing.
In those small shows that started off the Clancy tour, Tyler botched up the words of the new song several times. So, I mean, they need to learn it too.
Well,
they need to practice the performance of it and everything else. So I think that, I think we'll get stuff soon. It'll start to trickle out.
All right. Let's hope. Let's hope Blurry Face comes out of hiding.
Yeah, exactly.
I never thought I'd say that, but it's what it means when he comes out of hiding.
Yeah, let's hope the fans in Maine especially come out of hiding.
Yes, come on, fans in Maine.
For our sake and everyone else.
Buy those tickets. I almost want to just go buy a bunch of tickets.
Listen, the foliage will be beautiful and amazing.
It's gorgeous.
Do it. Take a trip.
Come visit.
Be a leaf peeper and listen to the band.
Yeah,
all at the same time. All right, thanks again for listening, everybody. You know where to find us on the socials at clickbait_pod. And we are Clickbait, and so are you.
Stay alive, friends.